What's happening, people? We're back here once again on CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, and to keep up with a lot of the tunes that I may have missed, I am jumping back into the archives. This one we're going to be getting into today, the sounds of Patoranking, one of my favourite artists from last year. His new single, Celebrate Me, is doing absolute bits. I'm not sure how I missed it, but we're going to get into the reaction video for this one today. As always, friends, if you haven't already, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, getting involved in the channel. As per, we're going to be posting a lot more content and a lot more reaction videos. Now we are back in a newly refurbished studio. As you can see, the banner is there. Let's crack on. The thing to remember about this video is, guys, there will be a lot of cuts and pauses. The reason for this is very simply because YouTube blocks the videos unless we do it, so we have to do it this way. So there'll be a lot more of the kind of conversational side of things, a lot more of the technical analysis and breakdown. Hopefully you guys are here to listen to that side of things, and if you want to check out the actual video itself, I will leave a link in the description down below. So without further ado, let's crack on. Right then, directed by Dammy Twitch. You know the mad thing about Patoranking, just before we get into it, I'm going to be pausing it before we get into it because I haven't heard this guy make a bad record yet. Since I first came across him, one of the earliest people that got a lot of reaction on this channel, actually, I've been so impressed with this guy's output. Everything he's put out there has been impressive. The fact this is already sitting on over 1 million views after less than a week says to me that this is very much along the same vein, so I'm very excited to see what he does. So for a bit of context on the video, it looks like he's almost performing at an empty stadium. I don't know why that is or what context that actually has. The tune itself sounds very stripped back, though. Very kind of percussion heavy, very kind of chord heavy as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this one develops. I'm intrigued more than anything else. It sounds quite different to what we've already heard. This is pure, man. This is really, really pure. I think the thing with Patoranking that is good is that he's got a very soulful sounding voice. He's got a very complete vocal tone, which always sounds good over stripped back instrumentals. This is very stripped back. It's pretty much just percussion, the occasional chord line, a very, very subtle kind of plucked guitar going on in there as well. And it's very wholesome. It's the way I'll describe it. It's almost like there's a theme in reggae music a lot of the time where artists will kind of go over these acoustic kind of percussive heavy instrumentals. This is almost like the kind of Afrobeat version of that, I feel, in the way it sounds sonically. Let's go. See, this is what I love about Patoranking. His ability to kind of work with chorused vocals. I really like the fact they've got the violins in the video as well. The whole layout of this looks really, really smooth. The video looks really, really clean as well. But I love the fact that he has come back to that very classic thing that we know Patoranking for, which is using harmonized vocals. He always sounds really, really solid at the front, almost like the lead of the choir, and then the choir kind of doing things behind him. It works really, really nicely. This is sounding great. Just feel good music, man. I challenge you to hear this and not have some level of happiness or smile on your face as it actually comes through. Really, really nicely put together. Again, the instrumental side of thing is really nice. The percussion, you've almost got those big kind of, I think they're called tabla drums, maybe? Tabla, I think they're called something along those lines. Really nice kind of bouncy kind of boom sort of sounding percussive instruments there, giving the whole thing an extra layer of rhythm. Really nicely done. You be big name. If I you be big name. You be big name. My brother, for a second there, I thought the guy had a fish. He'd literally caught a fish in his mouth, but he hadn't. There was a string next to it, which makes sense. Yeah, I like this, man. I've got to say I do like this. I did say there'd be a lot of pauses. I'm trying to break down as much of the tune as possible. We seem to have picked up pace a little bit here. Not sure if there's an extra level of kind of intensity coming from Patoranking's vocal, or there's an extra kind of layer of kind of bass line going on or something. The whole kind of movement of the tune seems to have picked up a little bit of pace, which is cool. Just so pure, man. The whole sound of this tune is so pure. A lot of the time with Patoranking, what we've heard is very sort of party-centric music, like tunes you're going to hear to turn a dance up. I feel this is much more for kind of personal listening more than anything else. Even the title, Celebrate Me, obviously it's kind of like celebrating yourself and being happy with who you are, being happy with your surroundings, and I think this is a good representation of that. Sonic-wise, it sounds great, very, very easy to listen to, very, very comfortable, and it works.
Celebrate me, now when I day alive. Appreciate me, now when I day alive.
Like, I've said it before, but I really challenge anyone to hear those chorused vocals and not just have a level of happiness flood through you. There's something so uplifting, something so wholesome, something so soul-inspiring when you hear vocals that kind of clear and that kind of smooth, especially with Patoranking at the lead and then the more sort of, I suppose, mixed choir in the background. It just sounds so, I feel heavenly is the right word, quite ethereal in the way it sounds. Really, really nicely done. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm tired today. I've had a very busy week, and I'm trying to get back on these reactions, and this is a tune that's just put me in a good mood for the weekend. I wasn't in a good mood for the weekend before, but now I am. Really nice. Rhythmic switch on this is really nice as well. They are kind of changing the pace throughout the entirety of the tune. On a production level, it's been put together really, really well. It's not overbearing, it's not overpowering, but there is enough going on with the instrumental alone to kind of carry the entirety of the tune. Really nicely put together. Again, the actual video itself is shot really, really nicely. We're seeing a lot of kind of vibrancy in the way it's been shot. Like you can see, look how red the tomatoes look in comparison. Then you've got the blue table next to it, and there's just so many different kind of colours on screen at all times, like with the different kind of the umbrella stands and stuff. It just looks amazing. Just overall, it looks wicked. Like the way it's been shot looks fantastic. To be honest, most of Patoranking's videos do look really, really good. Quite a lot of repetition going on with themes on this tune more than anything else. You know, the way it kind of sounds, there's a lot of repetition in kind of choruses and verses and bridges, but every single time there's an extra thing stacked on top which keeps it feeling like it's evolving, it's growing, it's moving. There's no kind of point at which the tune is standing still and rotating. It's constantly growing and going upwards, which, again, in a sound like this, which is quite stripped back, is quite difficult to do. Hats off to Patoranking for achieving it. I can't even talk today. You can see how tired I am. That you be big name. You be big name. You be big name. Big it's pleasant, isn't it? Giving a flower to your mum. Really, really nice. There's a really good feeling about this video, man. All the different scenes have looked just like people are happy, having a good time, being happy with their lives. And I think that's what the point of this tune is, you know. It is to kind of make you kind of strip back and go, you know what, am I happy with my life? I am. I'm a happy, content person. And it's put me in a good mood. I'm quite happy with my life. I mean, these two shots are amazing. I really want to know what the budget on this video was, because there are a lot of people involved. There are a lot of extras, and they've gone to a lot of different scenes: football stadiums, marketplaces, like docks and sort of waterways. The entirety of this is absolutely crazy to look at. I'm really enjoying the way it's been put together. Hearing those strings. Sounds awesome. Like, let's be honest with you. Even just the a cappella choir on its own sounds absolutely amazing. I really like the suit he's wearing as well. Just everything about this is just pleasing. You know, it's easy on the eye, easy on the ear. It's soulful. It's energetic. It's uplifting. It fills you with good. You know.
Boss, you don't know. What is it?
And there we go. That's the end of that one. Unfortunately, it sounds like the people upstairs who are doing building works have just started drilling, so apologies if you can actually hear any of the drilling going on behind. However, I've really enjoyed this one. I'm going to give you a quick breakdown now. So, really like the layout. Again, stripped back, really, really nice. Patoranking showing, I suppose, his kind of immersiveness and the level of artistry that he's now working with. He is able to really translate his sound across a lot of different areas. And just in general, it's really well put together. Production clean, vocals clean, the choir level exceptional. Really, really enjoyed this one. Hopefully we've had a little bit less camera wobble on this one. I've got a new stand and a new setup behind, so it should be looking a lot cleaner, and hopefully the mic levels aren't distorting like they were in the last video as well. If you did enjoy, please do make sure you are hitting that subscribe button in the top right hand side of the page, and of course making sure you are following everything as well. You can catch me over on Breakfast with Kovu 7 till 10 Monday to Friday on Trickstar Radio. We play music from all across the world, the best breakfast show about. Trust me, you're going to want to lock in. Download the Trickstar Radio app and join us from Monday to Friday, 7 till 10, and I shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.